Hey peeps, doing a little bit of beach time. And I was just actually talking to a friend. We had come from doing an event, and he said something to me about how his wife was like joking that she's like knowing me and how I operate and how I just like am unapologetically me and outgoing and full of loves and ass grabs and all this fun stuff. It was like, good thing I totally know you and I totally know Marci. She's like, I bet from all the stuff you guys do together, you know, there could be people being like, does Marci and this person have a thing? Or, you know, and it was funny because I was like, right when he said it, I was like, I could see that perception coming from other people, because I talk about the person a lot, I promote the person, absolutely adore the person. They're one of my, you know, great examples of living life like I believe, which I believe less than 1% of the 1% of creators live like. And it was funny because I was like, wow, that would have never even entered my brain as a thought, because I am so far from giving a fuck about what anybody thinks of me. I don't even think about or have any of these things ever anymore. They're like, what would people think? What if they thought this? Or what might this look like to others? I don't give a fuck, because I'm here to live life for me and give myself permission to live the life others won't and create my own happy. And I couldn't be teaching that if I didn't authentically fucking live it, which is one nugget in and of itself that we could go off on as to why people don't actually have the results they have, is because they're not authentically doing it. Hence, teaching making money but being broke, or whatever it is. And so this is what I want to bring the attention to, is that what was funny is I was like, good thing she's a powerful woman, or a woman who's comfortable in herself, that otherwise she would be triggered as fuck for their husband or spouse or friend or whatever to be around me, because I'm a powerful woman who owns my truth. And I stand as me, and I fully own my voice, and I be seen and heard, and I don't have any stories or attachments of how I should act or holding back or anything like that. And so, and what was funny is we laughed about this, was like, yeah, I remember another good friend of mine telling me that his girlfriend was really upset and triggered that he hung out around me because she thought he could for sure have feelings for me. And I just like, insecurity bullshit. So the only reason you point the finger and you're afraid of something and you're insecure about it is because, or you're, you know, like this person, that, and making up stories, is because of your own insecurity inside. And it's just like, any time that you're in judgment about anything, it's because you see it in yourself. Anytime you see anything, it's because it's inside you. With a world of infinite, limitless possibilities of anything that you could see, the only reason you see what you see is because it already exists inside you in some way. And so let's take this back to kindergarten stuff that I teach my little boys even. And I have said to them from the time they were little. In fact, one of my favorite videos of my little boy Gavin, when he was 5 years old. So they'd started seeing me really share my truth and do videos. And I remember Gavin came home from his first day of preschool and said, Mom, I have a message. I want to do a video. And this, actually, I found this video the other day on my app. Adorable. And I say, okay, cool. And we pop up the video camera, and he says, today at school, this girl said boys are stinky and dumb. And I was like, interesting. Notice I didn't say that's bad, that's wrong. I'm not projecting out. I'm saying, that's interesting. We can evaluate all sides and perceptions. What do you think about that? And he said, well, she's going to attract stinky dumb boys. She's going to date stinky dumb boys, and she's going to marry a stinky dumb boy. And I was like, yeah, good call, buddy boy. And I was like, well, what do you think about you, because you're a boy? And she said this. And he said a powerful truth. He said, I know she's just being mean because she doesn't love herself. I know, I'm awesome. And that, in and of itself, we could end the video right here. And that is the truth. And why I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks, or what they could perceive, or what stories they could make up, because they're too scared of being in their own life and their own business and creating their own business, that they're projecting outside of them and looking at everyone else's business and everyone else's life and the stories, etc., and pointing fingers, because they're too afraid to stand up and own themselves and speak up and be heard and be seen and own their truth. And I'm doing like this, yes, because it just felt right. So, bringing it back is that if you are feeling insecure, it's because your own bullshit. If you're pointing the finger at somebody for doing something, it's because your own bullshit. Every single thing is a mirror. Whenever you're pointing the finger, there's 4 pointing back at you, my friends. Love you guys. Power truth is yours. Choose your best life. Go lock it down.